Hi there and welcome to the February edition of our regular fisheries feedback video for Wrenham District members. I'm afraid we're back at Plywood Studios. We haven't got Nick with us at the moment. He's sunning himself, as you can see here, looking at temples and God knows what in Thailand. Can't blame him, he's obviously getting better weather than we're having. So apologies if the editing and professionalism is a bit Heath Robinson this week, but we'll do our best anyway. We've got all our usual features. We've got, despite the weather, some fantastic fish to show you. We've got the winner of the Fish of the Month competition, which obviously will go into the pot for the Fish of the Year. Got a great fish to show you there, and there'll be all our usual features. So let's get on with it. Right then, Fisheries Report. Dale Shackelford, Fisheries Officer. What have you got to tell us about what you and Jim and the team have been up to this month?
Well, pretty much exclusively on the hatchery.
And how's that going?
Yeah, frustrating. I think is the word of the month. We've still yet to have a lease sorted out, so we can't actually sort of get on with putting the building up.
But what have you done? Because there's been a lot of work done.
Yeah, I mean we've got the base in. I think I mentioned it last month. And those that watch our videos will have seen the photos of me being pushed over by Eddie.
Oh, into the concrete.
Yeah, I won't be forgetting that in a hurry.
We all enjoyed that.
Yeah, no more than my wife as well.
And you've got all the services in, yeah?
Yeah, we've got the water in, so we've got water on. Thanks to our friendly plumber Andy Dodd. He came down there, swore a lot and what have you, so that's always entertaining. So we've got the water to the base. We've also got the electric cables to the base, and we've basically built up the ground around the base because it was all over the place. You've got to remember this is an old pig farm, so you could imagine the sort of state of the place or what it was. So we're now really just waiting on this lease.
And we've got the building, haven't we? That's already
the building's there. It's all in kit form. It's like a big Meccano set. So there'll be a little bit of head scratching when that happens, because like MFI, those that can remember MFI, you don't get instructions, and if they do, they're in Chinese or something, so there'll be a bit of head scratching when that goes on. But I mean, we're sort of in limbo a little bit. I don't want to delay it any longer than I need to, so I don't want to get involved in anything at the moment that I can't just drop. So, if we get this lease agreement sorted at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, I want to be there at 11 getting this building up. So we're a little bit in limbo at the moment. But I mean, we'll get there. We'll get there sooner or later.
I'm sure we will, and yeah, we'll certainly report back on any progress next month.
Yeah.
A couple of other things then. We just want to remind people, Dale, about our open day on July the 15th down at Farnham Flint.
Yeah.
That will be like last year's, but even better.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah. I mean, those that go down to Wilmots and Farm will see a huge pile of topsoil down there. I mean, that's one of the things that we'll probably be doing in the next few weeks while we're waiting for this lease, is we're going to, some of the ground, last year was a real rush. I think we started, we actually started planning it 6 weeks before we actually had the event. I mean, it was a real sort of last minute job. This year we got the luxury of having a little bit longer, so some of the ground that we used wasn't particularly suitable and what have you, so we got a lot of topsoil in, so we want to get that down in the next couple of weeks, get that raked over, get that seeded, so that we've got some sort of nicer areas. So that's sort of something that will be done before the do, and we're looking to expand the car boot sale because that was extremely popular. We're going to look at trying to get some different sorts of speakers, maybe 2 speakers this year,
and demonstrations of different styles of fish.
Yeah, that's it. So it'll grow organically, I think, is probably the word to use. And certainly the feedback we got from last year is we've definitely made the right move in doing something like this, without a doubt.
I couldn't agree more. And the other thing we've got coming up is our annual Fisheries Forum. That's going to be at 7:30 on March 29th at Bradfield Cricket Club. I'll put some information about it up on the website and on our Facebook page. They'll give a report. It's your opportunity as members to come along, talk to the fishery management team about the work we've been doing, about how you feel about the fisheries, about the direction of the fishing opportunities that we offer, and a really good chance to find out what's going on and have your say. So we want to see a good turnout of people on March the 29th.
Yeah,
went well last year, didn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And there's no such thing as a stupid question either. So if you've got a question about something or other, come along and ask. I'm a straight up guy. If you're not happy with something or you think we should be doing something differently, come and ask the question, and I'll explain to you why I'm doing it like that, and we'll agree that I'm right.
Yeah, alternatively, on a slightly more positive note, we don't have the monopoly on good ideas, and people have got great suggestions. We're always happy to hear them.
Of course, I jest. You're only as good as your opposition. So,
well, that's great, Delman. I hope that we can build the club, on the basis of providing fishing opportunities for all, and we're doing right at the moment. Membership's growing. We're at good levels now. I think we're at 1,500 members.
Yeah.
We'd like to put that number up. We'd like to create more fishing opportunities, and we're always looking for new waters and improving the waters we got.
Yeah, that's it.
Fabulous.
We're nobody without the members. Simple as that.
Too right. Okay, that moves us on, talking of good fishing, to our annual Fish of the Year competition. As you may remember, we launched that in this year, 2023. The last month's winner was Malcolm Morris with that incredible barbel of £14.15. This month, we're happy to announce that the winner is one of our best lure anglers, Marius Dutek, with a 4.9 perch from one of our lakes. Marius has submitted the form. You can do that yourself. You can either post a picture on our Facebook page and ask for it to be considered as the Fish of the Year entry, or you can download the form from our website and submit it. We do want these fish to be properly weighed. Marius has certainly done that. Not only did he weigh the fish,
he's measured it as
well. So as you can see from the photos here, beautiful perch. In fact, Del, it was one of a brace. He had a 46 centimetre, which was £4.9, and one slightly smaller at 44 centimetres. So congratulations, Marius.
Yeah. I think we ought to be booking him up to come and do some demos on the opening day. He's certainly one of the most consistent perch anglers, lure anglers we've got, without a shadow of a doubt.
And Marius, you will win one of our brand new trophies, which are currently being engraved. So here's a picture of one. That's first one goes to Malcolm, and the one for February goes to you. And we're still negotiating with a monthly prize as well. So all of that will be coming your way. Please get in touch, and congratulations again on a fabulous fish. Very worthy winner this month. But Del, you've just got a word of warning about the photo.
Yes. I hate photos with the backgrounds blacked out. They're appalling. They are absolutely appalling. If you want to disguise the venue, just go up against the hawthorn or some blackthorn or anything. A load of stingers. It doesn't matter. But they're awful. They're awful. Sorry, Marius, but they are.
So congratulations, Marius, on your fish, but perhaps not on the photo. And for future entries, please bear that in mind. We will not name the lake, as long as we know on the form where it came from, as long as it's properly witnessed and weighed. You tick the box saying you don't want us to name the precise venue, we're happy to do that. This was from a Redden District lake. It was a fabulous fish, perfectly valid entry, but Del's absolutely right. We could do without the disguised backgrounds. There's better ways of doing it than that. So keep catching those fish, keep those entries coming in. Thanks very much, and congratulations again, Marius. that brings us to our February fishing picture competition. This isn't necessarily about the largest fish, as we've said many times before. This is pictures that encapsulate the joy of fishing on Redden District venues, and we've got a great variety for you this month. I have to say, Del, given that Jim advised people to target chub, they've certainly done so, looking at some of the catches, haven't they?
Yeah,
Some great fish.
definitely. I mean, whoever said that there was no chub in the Kennet? It's, I mean, there's some cracking fishing amongst this lot. There really is, and one or two decent barbel as well. And you know, considering the sort of weather we're having, that's good going.
Well, let's just highlight. I mean, we've got Keith Collins in there with that 12-14 barbel. We've got Jem Fox with another big. It doesn't sort of give you the weight, but it's another big Kennet barbel, and that's in amongst the chub, the perch, and the pike. I mean, some really good fishing there. A little shout out for Mick Dedman, who features twice in this gallery. I mean, Mick's had some great chub, but he's had a personal best perch.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, it just goes to show that it doesn't matter how many fish you catch, a personal best always puts a smile on your face. And you know, Mick catches his fair share of fish, and you can see from the photo there, he's proper well chuffed with that. Yeah,
£3.11 from the Kennet. That's a great perch. So we've got some lovely chub pictures here. I guess you're going to give it to a chub. Before you do, I'm just gonna highlight Pete Smith. Pete Smith caught 8 specimen chub, I think, from one swim on the Kennet, and that's quite exceptional for the Kennet these days. Lovely picture of the best one, which was 5.3. So well done for that bag of chub, Pete. It's good to see, not just quality but quantity as well.
Yeah, proper red letter day. That, you know, it'll be hard pushed to get a day like that again for a while.
I think so. So what's the winner of the February?
Well, I mean, again, it gets harder and harder each time we do this. But I think it's got to go to Mark Lamb. There's a bit of a backstory with that. He put a post up on our Facebook page, asked him for a bit of advice, and he was given a bit of advice from somebody on our Facebook page. Dropped in now. I think I'm right in saying it's his first sort of outing this year, you know, this season, and he's landed himself a lovely chub, you know, and like I say, the photo just epitomises absolutely everything and why we go fishing.
He's chuffed ahead, isn't he?
Exactly. And I'm looking at that smile. I don't think the fact that it's a £5 plus fish really makes that much difference. I think if that had been a £3 fish, he'd have still been as chuffed as he is there, you know. So yeah, for me, I think that's the one for this month.
Well, I think a worthy winner, and Mark had a brace of specimen chub that day. Best one was 5.8. So Mark, if you contact Del, there is Reading Fishing Club, Reading District hat, and
there's the Reading District hat, of course, which always catches you more fish, as Mick Dedman and some of the others will testify to. And you've also got either a carp fishing pack or a course pack provided by Rod Hutchinson Bait and Tackle for us. Just message us, let us know which you prefer, and then we'll get it into the hut for you to pick up.
Thanks very much, Del, and congratulations, Mark. Okay, so our last feature is fishing prospects for the last couple of weeks of the season. Certainly in terms of the rivers, joined as ever by Jim Stansfield, our Deputy Fishery Officer. Jim, you correctly predicted good chub catches last month. Last couple of weeks of the season, often a very good time for course fishing. Yep. What do you reckon the prospects are?
Again, it's definitely going to be chub again this month. The Kennet has been in exceptional condition for the chub at the minute. There's been guys going out, and they're not just going out and catching one fish a session, they're actually catching multiple fish in a session. Another one's going to be your roach as well. In the next coming sort of weeks, towards the end of the season, these roach can really get on the feed, and you've definitely got a chance for a big one, especially on the Kennet. Calcutt's going to be worth a shout. I know it's done big roach over the years, so Calcutt's definitely worth a shout for a big roach.
When you're saying Calcutt, would you also include the Holybrook?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, if you sort of spend a day over there, you could sort of fish Calcutt in the morning and maybe onto the Holybrook in the afternoon. And again, maybe fish into this sort of later evening, sort of as it gets around 6 o'clock now. These evenings are just slightly starting to draw out, so evening time's going to be a good bet.
And the big perch.
Oh yeah, we got them again all over venues. As you can see by Mick, he's been out on the canal venues of the Kennet, and he's had them to £3.11, I think it was. The Thames again is always chucking up big perch, and again the end of the season can be a great time to be out there catching the real big ones.
So when we say real big, we could be talking £4 plus, couldn't we?
Oh yeah, and I'm sure, especially in the Thames, there is £5-pounders out there to be caught for sure.
Excellent. So chub and perch, would you favour chasing a pike? I mean, there's been a few decent ones out. I mean, again, the back end can be very good for pike.
Yeah. Again, we've still got quite cold conditions at the moment, so these pike are going to be on the feed at the minute. I've been to a couple of venues recently, and I've actually seen sort of high activity levels of small bait fish that are getting chased by the pike and that, so they're definitely up for it at the moment.
Well, thanks for that, Jim. So the message is big chub, big roach, big perch, and hopefully some decent pike.
Yep, sounds like a good month.
Well, let's hope your predictions come well, and we'll find out in a month's time.
Yep, keep the photos coming, people.
Thanks a lot, Jim. So that's it from us. Have a great time out there. Enjoy the last couple of weeks of the season. See ya, and tight lines.